Journey begins with a foreword, setting the stage for the exploration of the snow leopard's world. Here, the author introduces the mystique and allure of the snow leopard, a creature that embodies the spirit of the wild, untouched by human presence. The foreword hints at the challenges and wonders that await, inviting viewers to step into a realm where nature reigns supreme, and the snow leopard is both guardian and symbol. This opening scene establishes the tone of reverence and curiosity, preparing us for the stories and insights that follow. As we move forward, we'll discover how this elusive cat has inspired generations of adventurers, scientists, and conservationists. Preface provides context for the book's creation and the motivations behind its compilation. It acknowledges the collaborative efforts of researchers, conservationists, and storytellers who have dedicated their lives to understanding and protecting the snow leopard. This scene highlights the importance of collective action and the shared passion that drives the ongoing quest to give voice to the snow leopard. The preface also introduces key figures whose contributions have shaped the narrative, reminding us that extraordinary animals attract extraordinary people. As we transition to the next scene, we're reminded that every story in this collection is a testament to the enduring connection between humans and the wild. Acknowledgements recognize the individuals and organizations whose support made this project possible. From local villagers to international conservation groups, each contributor played a vital role in advancing snow leopard research and protection. The scene emphasizes gratitude and the interconnectedness of efforts across borders and cultures. It's a reminder that conservation is a global endeavor, requiring cooperation and understanding. As we move into the introduction, the acknowledgements set a foundation of appreciation and respect for all those who have worked tirelessly to safeguard the snow leopard's future. In the peaks of Central Asia, the snow leopard sits curled on a rocky ledge, surveying its domain. The introduction paints a vivid picture of the cat's habitat, a world of frozen snow, dazzling skis, and rugged valleys. The snow leopard is a symbol of freedom and wildness, its presence a living soul among citadels of stone and ice. This scene sets the thematic core of the video, emphasizing the snow leopard's role as both predator and guardian of the mountains. The introduction invites viewers to linger above the clouds, where the snow leopard's tracks vanish into mist, leaving only a sense of awe and wonder. Snow leopard evokes myth and mysticism, strength and spirit. Seldom seen but always present, it is a mystery cat shrouded in a snowy veil. To the west, it is a symbol of survival in high mountains. To Asia, it is embedded in ancient lore and has become a symbol of unity and conservation. Local people respect and fear the snow leopard, not for personal safety, but for the threat it poses to precious livestock. This scene explores the cultural significance of the snow leopard and its dual role as both revered and feared. The transition leads us to the challenges the snow leopard faces in its mountainous world. Despite international protection, the snow leopard remains endangered. Human encroachment, poaching for bones and fur, and retaliation for livestock losses threaten its survival. Climate change adds another layer of stress, warming the mountains and pushing the snow leopard and its prey higher. The snow leopard's habitat is sharply defined, with no options for retreat. The balance of life is easily degraded but not easily restored. This scene underscores the urgency of conservation efforts and the precariousness of the snow leopard's existence. As we move forward, we'll explore why the snow leopard is so difficult to study and protect. Snow leopard ranks among the world's rarest animals, yet it is the least studied and written about. Its delicate support system is draped over the highest and most rugged landscapes on Earth. Treacherous travel, rugged terrain, and political intrigue have kept this region from in-depth study. The 7 great ramparts of Central Asia, Altai, Pamir, Tian Shan, Kunlun, Hindu Kush, Karakoram, and Himalaya, are formidable environments. This scene highlights the challenges researchers face and the sense of wonder these mountains evoke. The transition leads us to the extraordinary people drawn to study the snow leopard. Extraordinary animals attract extraordinary people. Studying the snow leopard is as much bold adventure as scientific expedition. Scientists are driven by twin desires, to feed their curiosity and to connect with something beyond human description. Some adventurers move on, while others are deeply moved and must tithe to the spirit mountains and the spirit cat. This scene introduces the passionate individuals who have dedicated their lives to the snow leopard, setting the stage for personal stories and scientific breakthroughs. The transition brings us to the first encounters with the snow leopard in the wild. Renowned field biologist Dr. George B. Shawler first saw a snow leopard in 1970 during an expedition in Pakistan's Chitral Valley. He was studying the Himalayan blue sheep, the snow leopard's favored prey. In 25 years, only he and one other Westerner had seen the snow leopard in the wild. Shawler's reverence for the snow cat is captured in his book Stones of Silence, where he describes the snow leopard as a rare and elusive creature. This scene recounts the early encounters and the sense of awe that accompanies seeing the snow leopard. The transition leads to further expeditions and spiritual journeys. In his book The Snow Leopard, Peter Matthiessen brought the mystical cat out of obscurity. In 1973, Matthiessen and Shawler set out for northwestern Nepal to study the burrowel and hopefully see the snow leopard. They spent months in the land of Dolpo, among the people and prey of the snow leopard. Mathiessen's journey was as much spiritual as physical, seeking enlightenment in a land close to the heavens. This scene explores the intersection of science, adventure, and spirituality, highlighting how the snow leopard inspires deeper reflection. The transition moves to the first scientific expeditions focused on the snow leopard. Years after Mathiessen's journey, Rodney Jackson embarked on the first scientific expedition to study the snow leopard. His study site in western Nepal was 60 miles from anywhere, a true adventure in harsh terrain. Jackson was the first to capture and radiocollar a snow leopard, establishing a critical base of scientific data. His research inspired Dala Hillard's book Vanishing Tracks, a story of love and adventure among the mountain people of Nepal. This scene highlights the pioneering efforts of Jackson and Hillard, setting the stage for future research and conservation. The transition leads to the growth of snow leopard organizations. Lynn Freeman, a devoted volunteer at Seattle's Woodland Park Zoo, founded the Snow Leopard Trust, SLT, in 1981. Her passion for the cats led her to campaign for their conservation worldwide. Freeman's maternal persistence and ease with people helped her attract support and build trust across cultures. She changed governments' attitudes and surmounted cultural divides to aid snow leopard conservation. This scene celebrates Freeman's legacy and the founding of the SLT, emphasizing the power of passion and persistence. The transition moves to the establishment of new conservation organizations. Lynn Freeman was drawn to Rod Jackson, the world's first snow leopard specialist. Together with his wife Dala, Jackson helped launch many of SLT's early programs before founding the Snow Leopard Conservancy, SLC. The SLC focuses on local stewardship and community-level conservation, promoting coexistence between people and snow leopards. This scene highlights the importance of grassroots efforts and the role of local communities in protecting the snow leopard. The transition leads to new scientific studies and technological advances. Dr. George B. Shawler initiated a live animal study in Mongolia in 1992, partnering with Dr. Jaching Serendeleg. Their research in the South Gobi was later continued by Tom McCarthy, who collared and monitored 5 snow leopards. This study revealed new information about snow leopard movements and home range requirements. The scene underscores the value of international collaboration and the importance of fieldwork in advancing knowledge. The transition moves to the evolution of research methods and the promise of new technologies. Advances in DNA analysis and remote camera trapping have revolutionized snow leopard research. These technologies make studies more affordable and reduce the need to capture live animals. Today, a growing number of organizations use state-of-the-art methods to monitor snow leopards, combining technology with traditional fieldwork. This scene explores the impact of innovation on conservation and the promise of a brighter future for snow leopard research. The transition leads to the establishment of Camp Serendeleg and its role as a vanguard of hope. McCarthy returned to the South Gobi in 2008 to set up a long-term research program, establishing Camp Serendeleg in honor of Dr. Jaching Serendeleg. The camp is the only active research facility in snow leopard range countries, humming with multinational researchers and volunteers. It stands as a model for other countries and a vanguard of hope for the snow leopard's future. This scene highlights the importance of dedicated research sites and the international spirit of conservation. The transition moves to the natural history of the snow leopard. Natural history of the snow leopard begins with the collision of the India Plate and Eurasian Plate, creating the greatest collection of mountains on Earth. The landscape, known as the roof of the world, includes all 14 of the Earth's highest peaks and the vast Tibetan Plateau. This scene explores the geological forces that shaped the snow leopard's habitat and the unique wildlife that evolved in these high places. The transition moves to the ecological adaptations of the snow leopard. Snow leopard is highly specialized for life in high places, thriving in a frosty band between permanent ice and tree line. Its prey includes wild yak, kiang, Tibetan antelope, and various wild sheep and goats. Nature provided the snow leopard as a stalking predator to keep herding species in check. Humans eventually invaded these high reaches, adapting to the harsh environment and coexisting with animal denizens. This scene highlights the snow leopard's ecological role and the delicate balance of life in the mountains. The transition moves to the snow leopard's range and political landscape. Snow leopard ranges throughout more than 1.2 million square miles of high plateau and rugged mountains, spanning 12 countries. China contains about 60% of the snow leopard's suitable range. Few species contend with such varied physical and political landscapes. In government halls, the snow leopard is revered and protected, but on the ground, it continues to lose habitat as roads and pastoral expansion bring more humans into its world. This scene explores the challenges of cross-border conservation and the impact of human expansion. The transition moves to the snow leopard's physical adaptations. Snow leopard is extremely well adapted for high altitudes, typically living between 11,500 and 23,000 feet above sea level. Its big chest and large nasal cavity maximize oxygen intake, while long legs and snowshoe-like paws help it navigate deep snow and rugged terrain. The long tail aids balance and provides warmth. Weighing 60 to 120 pounds, snow leopards are formidable killers, yet they have never been known to harm humans. This scene details the snow leopard's unique physical traits and hunting abilities. The transition moves to its solitary behavior and territorial marking. Snow leopards are mostly loners, coming together only for mating, which lasts about a week. Territories are marked heavily to avoid conflict, using scrapes, scat, and scent marking. The mating season coincides with prey abundance, and cubs are born in secluded caves or crevices. Cubs rely on their mother for up to 22 months. This scene explores the snow leopard's solitary nature and reproductive strategies, emphasizing the importance of territory and timing. The transition moves to the seasonal dynamics of the snow leopard's world. Snow leopard's world is seasonal, with spring and summer bringing new cubs and abundant prey. Prey migrates to higher pastures while in fall they move lower down the valleys. Winter is the hardest time with frozen landscapes and tight herds. Snow leopards grow thick coats to stay warm, but hunting becomes more difficult. This is also the time of greatest conflict with humans, especially if natural prey is scarce. This scene highlights the seasonal challenges faced by snow leopards and their prey. The transition moves to human-wildlife conflict and conservation efforts. Snow leopards occasionally stray from their normal diet, taking domestic stock. In enclosed pens, a single snow leopard can kill over 100 animals in one night, causing devastating financial loss for families. This leads to retaliation by villagers, who are also surviving marginally. Despite protection under international treaties, snow leopards continue to fall prey to poaching and habitat loss. This scene examines the causes and consequences of human-wildlife conflict, emphasizing the need for community-level conservation. The transition moves to population estimates and threats. Estimates of the snow leopard population range from 4,500 to 7,500 individuals. The real threats are at the population level, where competition is keenest between cats and humans. Incentive programs and active conservation efforts have helped reduce conflict, but the snow leopard's narrow, fragile life zone makes it vulnerable to extinction. This scene presents current population estimates and the importance of targeted conservation strategies. The transition moves to the new threat of climate change. Climate change poses a new and serious threat to the snow leopard. As the high mountains warm, glaciers retreat and rainfall patterns shift, grasslands migrate upward, allowing pastoralists to linger higher and longer in mountain pastures. This pushes snow leopards and their prey into less productive, more precipitous terrain. The snow leopard's habitat shrinks and competition with other cats increases. Local extinctions are already occurring, according to experts. This scene explores the impact of climate change and the urgency of adaptation. The transition moves to the role of local people in conservation. Fate of the snow leopard rests in the hands of the local people who share its world. Community-level conservation and incentive programs have helped reduce conflict and promote coexistence. Extraordinary individuals and organizations support these efforts, driven by a passion to protect the rare cat and its fragile world. This scene highlights the importance of local stewardship and the role of communities in safeguarding the snow leopard's future. The transition moves to the stories of those who speak on behalf of the snow leopard. In the stories that follow, extraordinary people speak on behalf of the snow leopard. Their experiences, insights, and dedication provide a window into the challenges and triumphs of snow leopard conservation. This scene introduces the personal narratives and diverse perspectives that enrich the understanding of the snow leopard's world. The transition moves to individual encounters and reflections. George B. Shawler's account of meeting a snow leopard captures the awe and reverence that accompanies such encounters. The snow leopard is elusive, seldom permitting a glimpse, yet its presence is felt throughout the mountains. This scene recounts the emotional impact of seeing the snow leopard in the wild and the sense of connection it inspires. The transition moves to face-to-face encounters and deeper reflections. Joseph L. Fox's face-to-face encounter with Shan, a snow leopard, reveals the intensity and vulnerability of such moments. The snow leopard's piercing eyes and graceful movements leave a lasting impression. This scene explores the significance of direct encounters and the insights they provide into the snow leopard's behavior and spirit. The transition moves to personal journeys and soul-searching. Annie Jenker's story, Tracks of My Soul, reflects on the deep connection between humans and the snow leopard. The tracks left in the snow are both physical evidence and metaphors for the journey of discovery and self-reflection. This scene delves into the spiritual and emotional dimensions of snow leopard research, highlighting the transformative power of nature. The transition moves to regional stories and cultural perspectives. Lynn Freeman's story, Kashmir, exemplifies grit, determination, and a sense of wonder. Her experiences in challenging environments, including Peshawar, Pakistan, reveal the personal sacrifices and unwavering commitment required for conservation. Freeman's legacy continues to inspire new generations of advocates. This scene highlights the role of perseverance and passion in overcoming obstacles. The transition moves to stories of adaptation and survival. Yashvir Bhatnagar's journey from rice fields to snowfields illustrates the adaptability and resilience required to study snow leopards. The transition from lowland agriculture to high-altitude research is both challenging and rewarding. This scene explores the diverse backgrounds of researchers and the unique perspectives they bring to snow leopard conservation. The transition moves to stories of loss and hope. Mitchell Kelly's account of the death of a burrell, the snow leopard's favored prey, underscores the harsh realities of life in the mountains. The cycle of predator and prey is both natural and necessary, but it also brings moments of sadness and reflection. This scene examines the ecological dynamics and emotional impact of witnessing nature's processes. The transition moves to stories of hope and renewal. Avansa and Bayarjagal's story, An Accord of Hope, highlights the power of collaboration and optimism in conservation. Agreements between local communities and conservationists create new opportunities for coexistence and protection. This scene emphasizes the importance of hope and partnership in overcoming challenges. The transition moves to stories of tears and resilience. Sheikh Ahmad Khan's story, Tears of the Karakoram, reflects on the emotional toll of conservation work in the face of adversity. The Karakoram Mountains are both beautiful and unforgiving, testing the resolve of those who seek to protect their inhabitants. This scene explores the resilience required to persevere and the importance of emotional support. The transition moves to stories of conflict and resolution. Shafkat Hussain's story, The Pelt Smuggler, exposes the illegal trade in snow leopard pelts and the challenges of enforcement. Poaching remains a significant threat, driven by demand for bones and fur. This scene examines the complexities of wildlife crime and the need for stronger protection measures. The transition moves to stories of family and personal connection. Aliya Butlip Dashov's story, Two Snow Leopards, My Father and Me, explores the personal connections that drive conservation. Family ties and shared experiences create a sense of responsibility and motivation. This scene highlights the role of personal relationships in shaping conservation efforts and the importance of passing on values to future generations. The transition moves to stories of joy and celebration. Evgeny P. Kashkarov's story, Happy Days, celebrates moments of joy and fulfillment in snow leopard research. Despite the challenges, there are times of happiness and achievement that make the journey worthwhile. This scene emphasizes the importance of celebrating successes and maintaining a positive outlook. The transition moves to stories of raising young snow leopards. Aisiré Kichlu's story, Raising Sheru, recounts the challenges and rewards of caring for a young snow leopard. The process requires patience, dedication, and a deep understanding of the animal's needs. This scene explores the bond between humans and snow leopards and the role of education in conservation. The transition moves to stories of cubs and family dynamics. McCarthy's story, Cubs, focuses on the early life of snow leopard cubs and the role of the mother as provider and teacher. Cubs are fully reliant on their mother for up to 22 months, learning essential survival skills. This scene highlights the importance of family dynamics and maternal care in the snow leopard's life cycle. The transition moves to moments of epiphany and insight. McCarthy's story, Epiphany, captures moments of sudden insight and understanding in snow leopard research. These moments often come after long periods of observation and reflection, revealing new perspectives and solutions. This scene explores the transformative power of epiphanies and their impact on conservation strategies. The transition moves to stories of individual snow leopards and their significance. OMBL's story, Panj, focuses on the significance of individual snow leopards and their unique personalities. Each animal contributes to the overall understanding of the species and its behavior. This scene highlights the importance of recognizing individuality and the role of personal stories in conservation. The transition moves to stories of specific dates and events. Mathiessen's story, November 13, marks a significant date in snow leopard research. Important events and milestones are commemorated, providing context and meaning to the ongoing journey. This scene explores the role of memory and reflection in conservation, emphasizing the importance of documenting and celebrating achievements. The transition moves to stories of winter and seasonal challenges. Ulla Hillard's story, Winter at Churton Nirma, recounts the difficulties and beauty of winter in the snow leopard's world. The frozen landscape presents challenges for both animals and researchers, but it also offers moments of awe and inspiration. This scene highlights the resilience required to endure harsh conditions and the rewards of perseverance. The transition moves to stories of spirit and magic. Odney Jackson's story, The Spirit of Barga Bogd, and Don Hunter's Gobi Magic explore the mystical and magical aspects of the snow leopard's world. Legends and folklore enrich the understanding of the snow leopard, blending science with tradition. This final scene celebrates the enduring spirit of the snow leopard and the hope for its future. As the video concludes, viewers are invited to linger above the clouds, where a rare cat lives and extraordinary people continue to give it voice.